Everyone, Wanakam. Uh, my name is Tetsuya Yamada. I'm Chief Representative of JICA Sri Lanka office. I came here in April last year, so it has been 1.5 years already. And today I would like to spend a little time with you to explain what is JICA and what JICA is intending to do in terms of promoting the foreign employment, especially ICT sector. Okay, can you see my slide?
Yes, sir, we can see your slide.
Okay. So part one is about JICA. JICA is short for Japan International Cooperation Agency, which is 100% funded by the government of Japan. And we are the sole implementer of Japan's official development assistance. We have, on the right-hand side, as you can see, we have many tools. We are basically the one-stop shop of Japan's ODA. So, we have technical cooperation, we have loans, we have grants, and we have, grassroots assistance and volunteer activities and emergency assistance and so on and so forth. And we are acting under the vision of leading the world with trust. And our mission is number one, human security, and number two, quality growth. And we have a very long-standing, very good, friendly relationship with Sri Lanka, which spans over 70 years. We are actually celebrating 70th anniversary this year of the establishment of bilateral relationship between Japan and Sri Lanka. Our cooperation started, especially in the field of ODA, when Japan joined Colombo Plan in the year of 1954, some 70 years back. And right after that, we started accepting Sri Lankan trainees to our training program in Japan. So this is a starting point of our cooperation. And since then, we have accepted more than 14,000 Sri Lankan trainees to JICA training programs, mainly held in Japan. And we have dispatched over 3,000 JICA experts here and there in the country. And we have committed cumulative total of ODA loans in the size of over 1 trillion Japanese yen. And for volunteer activities, we have dispatched over 1,100 volunteers to Sri Lanka, all over the country. Next slide. Just to show you some of those actual contribution that we made through these 70 years of cooperation between us. When it comes to the water sector, more than 3.5 million people are drinking safe drinking water. That's basically, provided by the water facilities built under the Japanese ODA. And with regard to the power sector, we are generating over 10% of power through the power generation facilities, again, built through the Japanese ODA. And when it comes to expressway network, about a third of the total network has been built under Japanese ODA. And not only the infrastructure, but we are also very keen on enhancing and building the human resource capacity of our client countries. So from Sri Lanka, we have accepted more than 200 master's students or PhD students. Those people have been and are actually studying in Japan in a very very renowned universities. Okay, moving on. So number two, I'm going to talk a little bit about why Japan, why you have to choose Japan, by touching upon the employment situation in Japan. So page number 6 shows you the demographic of both Japan and Sri Lanka. On the left-hand side, as you can see, this is the population distribution by age. Basically we are aging society, and our median age of total population is, a little less than 50. And in Sri Lanka, on the contrary, Sri Lanka is a very young country, with the median age of total population is merely 33, or nearly 34. So this is, I think, the right combination of two countries. When, if we work together to supplement with each other, we can be a strong partner. And let me walk you through the employment demand for foreign workers in Japan. This is actually, I brought this number from recent research done by JICA Research Institute. As you can see, in the year 2020, already we have employed over 1.7 million foreign workers in Japan. This is already about 150% increase from 10 years back. And as you can see, as you can understand very clearly, if we are to be able to introduce, automation in our industries, like robotic technology or something like that, we can reduce the number of the employees. But even with this high case scenario, in the year 2030, will be needing as many as 4.2 million foreign workers in Japan. And for the base case scenario in 2030, we need over 11.8 million foreign workers working in Japan. And year 2040, this is going to increase to 6.7 million foreign workers working in Japan, based on the high case scenario, whereas the very high level of automation is achieved. So this is going to be the 291% increase of the foreign workers demand in Japan, if you compare with that of year 2020. So this can show you, how much we need the foreign workers, and how seriously we are currently working on promoting the foreign workers' employment opportunities in Japan. And as you can see in the cloud on the right bottom side, there's going to be a shortage of 420,000 people, even with this high case scenario. And moving on to the next slide, if that can happen, this is what it's going to look like in Japan with regard to the share of foreign workers in Japan by prefecture in 2040. As you can see, the dark red color means over 10% of the total working age population in specific area, like in Tokyo. There's a, well, I am not sure if you can spot the Tokyo area, but anyways, not only in Tokyo, but in several prefectures, over 10% of the total working age population is going to be the foreigners. So I hope you can understand, how many foreign workers will be working in Japan in the year of 2040. And now, just take a look at the ICT sector. Basically, I just wanted to tell you that the ICT sector, information and communication technology sector in Japan is still growing. It's one of the largest sector over the many different sectors in the industry in Japan. As you can see on the right hand side, the red color line with the triangle. So this line shows you the ICT industry, but the potentiality of ICT sector in Japan, it's still growing, as you can see on the right hand side on the orange line. And the ICT sector right now is producing over 52.5 trillion Japanese yen. And it's one of the largest sectors in the industry of Japan. So yeah, I just wanted to tell you, it's a big potential for you guys to work on. And also, I just wanted to tell you the employment of IT engineers in major countries in the world. And following only United States of America and China and India, Japan actually ranks fourth in terms of the number of IT engineers employed in Japan. This is not the number only Japanese nationals, but these numbers basically includes all the IT engineers regardless of the nationalities. So this number of Japan, which is over 1 million IT engineers, this also includes someone from Sri Lanka, of course, from other nationals as well. And finally, I just wanted to briefly touch upon the JICA's roles in foreign employment. As you can see, we see ourselves as a facilitator for potential workers. These are we have several roles and functions that we can play as JICA. One is the capacity development for candidate workers, providing Japanese language training or technical or skills training opportunities in specific areas. And we can also provide learning opportunities for candidate workers on Japanese culture. And not only the capacity development functions, but we can also play matching role, to bridge between, sending country, which is in this case Sri Lanka, of course, and the accepting country, in this case, of course, Japan. And not only that, as a public entity, which is providing official development assistance, we have a very strong, ties with the client countries' authorities. So we are trying to create enabling sound and sustainable environment for accepting foreign workers in Japan. So coordination between two countries' authority is one thing. To develop policy framework and institutional settings for promotion of the foreign employment and capacity development for proper monitoring and supervision of the sending organizations, as well as the accepting organization in Japan, and support for returning workers. Some might, permanently work in Japan and stay forever, and some might return to home country to make use of the skills and experiences earned in Japan. In that case, I think JICA can play a huge role in, catalyzing, the transfer of the technology earned in Japan. So those are the roles and functions that we would like to play in this field. And just to show you, just to tell you that the actual contribution of JICA in this field, just to let you know that we have created a digital platform for all stakeholders in both sending countries and Japan. We have developed the JP Mirai, which is the digital platform, which is called JP Mirai is basically short for Japan Platform for Migrant Workers Towards Responsible and Inclusive Society. And the word Mirai is a Japanese word that stands for future. And as you can see in the pictures attached here, we have developed the photo site both for mobile devices and PC devices. And whereas we have over 550 members, over 300 companies and organizations are there to join us to support our activities, and 200 individuals are also joining in our endeavor. And JICA is playing a function of the secretariat here in this platform. So yeah, these are the roles and functions that we are trying to play in this field. And lastly, I just wanted to thank especially Professor Kumara, Vice Chancellor, for having me this morning. Well, sorry, someone is calling. Sorry, they're sorry. Sorry. Yeah, I just wanted to thank everyone from LNBTI community, especially Mrs. Kumara, for having me this morning. And just to know the relationship between JICA and Professor Kumara. Professor Kumara has spent over 40 years in Japan, and throughout this long-term engagement, my last word is basically for Professor Kumara, Vice Chancellor of LNBTI, and his members in the LNBTI community, because he has been the very strong supporter for JICA activities, and that is why JICA President gave him an award in the year of 2020, JICA President Award, for his contribution and tremendous achievement in the support of JICA. So I just wanted to appreciate that for Professor Anand Kumar's personal contribution to all the JICA activities. And lastly, I just wanted to tell you my firm commitment to working together with the LNBTI and its community members, including, of course, students and parents and all the members. So thank you very much once again for having me.